Hey, welcome to the Grantley Show. My name's Grantley, and today is a special update. For those who don't know, the artist formerly known as Lieutenant Stitchy is currently in hospital in Jamaica, and there have been a number of fundraising events being planned to raise funds to assist and aid in his recovery. So, who's behind these fundraising events? My guest on today's program is no other than Grace Daley. Hello, Gracie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excellent. I'm brilliant. I'm blessed and highly favored.
That's right. That's right. That's what I love to hear. Grace, it's good to have your company. Your company name is Unique Touch Entertainment, right?
Yes.
And everybody knows you, Grace. Literally everyone in the Caribbean and anyone associated with gospel reggae. If you say Grace Daley, everyone says, "Yep, I know who that is."
Oh, is
You've been
it?
around
Okay.
for a while. You've
Good
been
to
doing
know.
some really good work in the kingdom, Grace. I am so proud of you, and I am so proud of you, and not surprised that you are behind this really momentous and well-deserved incentive to raise money for our brother Cleveland Lang, also known as Lieutenant Stitchy. Woo! My gosh. So many people have seen the video, Grace, of Stitchy collapsing. It's been circulated wide and far and everything else, and there's been lots of different versions as to what happened and all the rest of it. The basic information is that he is currently in hospital in Jamaica and has been in hospital for a number of months. Am I correct?
Yes, you are. But for one thing can you hear me clearly?
I can.
Right. So one of the thing is he's not currently in hospital. He's in a facility. He's currently in a facility being cared for, where he's getting physiotherapy, and he's getting the care that he needs to actually get him on the road to recovery.
Okay, so he's currently in a facility where
It's
he's
in a care
having
facility.
physiotherapy and
Yeah.
things of that nature. Is that in Kingston?
It's in Kingston, yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So a lot of people have been asking questions. There's been one event that you've had so far outside of London. Remind me of the area again. Where was that first
Right.
event?
So, first to say that there are 4, maybe 5 events that's being planned, with the first installment, which took place on the 23rd of August in Gloucester.
Gloucester.
And that was in Gloucester, yeah, Gloucester, yeah. Gloucester is a very small town, a very small community. I think it's in the west of England, something like that, southwest, I think, don't know. But yeah, that was actually it was actually strengthened by Bishop George Beeson from the Gloucester New Testament Church, and then most of the support came from there, along with the All Nation, the directors of the All Nation Club, All Nation Community Center in Gloucester, and I must say that it was an excellent event.
Absolutely. So, like you've just finished saying, there are a number of events that have been scheduled and planned at the moment. Tell us the reason behind the fundraising event. What is the reason behind this?
Right. The Lieutenant Stitchy event is dubbed as the Road to Recovery, which says it all. The Road to Recovery, and that aims to celebrate the contributions of Lieutenant Stitchy to the music industry and to promote a cultural awareness. Not only is it to raise funds, but the main aim is to raise funds but we actually aim at um, bringing out a cultural awareness of what Stitchy used to do, who remembers Stitchy for what they remember Stitchy for. But this event is significant because it highlights the impact of Lieutenant Stitch's music on the community and provide an opportunity for fans to connect and to celebrate together. However, the Lieutenant Stitchy event, it's being held to support Lieutenant Stitchy in the recovery journey after suffering from a stroke. The fundraise from the event will be used to assist with his medical expenses and to purchase essential equipment such as a tilt bed. If anyone knows what tilt bed is, it's one of those beds that is used to support stroke patient, but not just any stroke patient. Because you've got like the elderly who wouldn't need the kind of bed that Stitchy need, because Stitchy has the potential of rising again. He has the potential of getting back up, but he need the support of this particular kind of bed that would help him on his road to recovery. So the funds that we are raising will go towards the purchasing of equipment that will help him to walk again. And such as we mentioned the tilt bed, which is crucial to his rehabilitation. This event not only aims to provide financial support, but also to bring the community together to show their love and appreciation for the work that Stitchy has contributed to the music industry
Absolutely. And he has contributed big, big time. Let
in
me
a
tell
big
you,
way. Yes,
in a
I
very
must
big
say,
way.
that a lot of artists today, their career actually, um, how can I say, their career depends a lot on Luton and Stitchy, from where they came from to where they're at now.
Absolutely.
Luton and Stitchy is
Absolutely.
literally responsible for most of those guys.
I
If they,
I can name quite a few people if I was asked to. I could easily name quite a few people that without Stitchy, their career wouldn't be where it is today. Absolutely. And he's
yeah,
worked with some of the biggest producers, people like King Jammies, and Danny Brown. So many different people. So
yeah.
many people. So many different people. But yeah, we kind of owe it to him to put our hands in our pocket and dig deep. I would say. So there's a couple of events that are being firmed up as we speak. London and Birmingham being two that come to my mind at the moment. Let's talk about London just for a little while. What can you tell us about the London event that's being put together?
So for the London event, that is going to be held at the Zoroastrian Trust Fund, sorry, the Zoroastrian Center, and that is
Zoroastrian. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
it's a
Zoroastrian
mouthful.
Center.
It is a mouthful.
Zoroastrian.
The Zoroastrian Center. Forgive me if I can't pronounce it right, but it's Zoroastrian, Zoroastrian Center, and that's 440 to 442 Alexander Avenue, Rainers Lane in Harrow, and that's HA290L. So that's going to be held on November 28th, the 28th of November. That's Friday, the 28th of November from 6 till 12 midnight. We're looking to extend the time, but for now, it's going to be from 6 till 12.
Okay, great. Birmingham, we're still waiting to be firmed up, but that's another big city, and Stitchy has done so much work in Birmingham over the years, especially in the areas like Handsworth and places like that. So it looks as if we're going to be going back to Handsworth. We're just waiting for confirmation on a couple of locations, but should that go ahead, there are a multitude of artists in the Birmingham area, sound system, gospel sound systems. That one there, we're looking at 1,000-seater venue when it's confirmed, and the pricing on that is really reasonable, and we're expecting it to be a full house, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for confirmation on that. Other areas that's been mentioned so far, Gracie, fill us in on some of the areas. They might not be firmed up, but just mention the areas.
Nottingham. Nottingham is actually in the lead with London and Birmingham. So first we had Gloucester, which is out the way. Then we
Okay.
have Nottingham, Let's talk up. You've just mentioned Birmingham, which is gonna be happening sometime in October. Waiting for confirmation. And Nottingham will be on the 15th of November, and then we have London on the 28th of November.
Okay, so Nottingham 15th of November, put that in your
Yeah,
diary, and the 28th, which is a Friday of November.
yeah.
And I'm quite excited about both events, but I don't live in London anymore, so I'm not biased about it. But there's a DJ that most people would have heard of, a radio presenter. Tell us about that, Gracie.
Um, Now the two DJs that I'm using, that I've engaged with. Let me just confirm the date again for the Nottingham one, because it's the 14th of November.
Okay, so that's the 14th, not the 15th, but the
It's
14th.
Friday the 14th of November. Yeah,
Friday the 14th of November for Nottingham,
for
right?
Nottingham.
That's a
Yeah,
Friday, and then 2 weeks later, that's the 28th, and that's London, right?
and 2 weeks later, 28th, that would be London. Yeah.
Okay, great. Tell us the big name DJ coming in for London that
Now,
everybody knows.
so do we need London or Nottingham first?
Let's do Nottingham first, seeing that it is that
Right.
date.
So in Nottingham, we will have, of course, everyone knows DJ Proclaimer.
Yep.
So he will be the gospel DJ on the bill for Nottingham, and then we have DJ V Rocket.
Oh, Miss V.
Yeah, we have Miss V Rocket, and then that will also be supported by Pastor. Everyone know in Nottingham knows Pastor Chiz, the street
Okay.
evangelist, the street evangelist pastor.
Okay. And the location, do we have that yet?
um, I haven't got the address for the location. That will come out soon because we're working on
Okay.
it as we speak. But it's
All
gonna
right.
be somewhere in Nottingham.
Any other information about Nottingham? Or is that it for
Nottingham
now?
is in the making at the moment, so
Okay,
the
so let's
information will
let's
be
move
out
let's
by
move to
early next week.
all right, cool, no problem. Let's move to London. What's going on in London?
So for London, as we know, it's the Zoroastrian Centre on the 28th of November, and the people we have on the bill, um, we it's going to be live music from a selection of DJs, both gospel and secular, and also we have a few acts. We have Lighty, of course, from Birmingham. We have Joshua Kesler from London, and we have the sensational Twiggy. Twiggy is a female artist from back in the early 90s. And you can look up Twiggy. She actually is flying over from Florida to come and support.
Nice
And
one.
then for the DJs, we have DJ Brother Charles, DJ Gospel. That these are gospel DJs, right? DJ Brother Charles, DJ Gospel Kid, DJ Countryman from Birmingham, DJ Lady Banton, and we have a guest DJ, Tony Thompson from Good News Movements. And of course, the big one we have in the house is David Rodigan.
David Ram
David Rodigan.
Jam Rodigan. Good. I would imagine there's going to be a big, powerful sound system for that one as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. So yeah, it's listen. I mean, it's very exciting. I know that the London event, right? The London event, I know the capacity is only 600. So the first 600 people. Did I get that right, Gracie?
Yes, the
600 for
capacity is
London.
600. Yes.
Okay, cool. So information on that. How can people get their tickets? Do they go to Everbright?
Right. So tickets will be available on tickets will go live as of next week on Eventbrite, and we're gonna have first come first sale, first come first sale, or early bird sale kind of thing, and then the ticket will go up. I think on a weekly, on a like a 3 week basis, the prices will go up.
Okay, cool. All right. So to search the Eventbrite website, what should they be typing in the search bar?
We will we will be making that announcement soon. If they follow, we will be making that announcement soon, because I have a link up there now, but I need to actually go in and make some changes.
Right.
Otherwise, we don't want them donating to the wrong link.
I understand. All right. So this is what I would say. I would say stay tuned to this channel. Also, my radio show, The Grantley Show, on a Thursday morning on G Tracks Radio. I will give information that Grace will share with me as soon as I get it. And also, we'll make up the flyer, and the flyer will be posted everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Carrier pigeon, right? Gracie, any other information before you swing out?
Right. So the event is open to all music enthusiasts and fans of Lieutenant Stitchy and anyone interested in cultural events or anything like that. Remember, this event is all about Lieutenant Stitchy. And some people would have a way of saying, like, this is one question that was asked to me to me before. If Stitchy is a Christian, why are we having secular artists, or why are we having secular DJs, or why are we having secular people? Why not put it in the church? Why not having it within a secular a Christian environment? The reason for
Yeah,
this is,
yeah,
if anyone knows Lieutenant Stitchy, they will know that he wasn't an inside of church persons. His philosophy is go out into the world and preach the gospel. And he did that very well. And even though he may have been criticized for being out there within the secular, I don't think his effort was actually recognized as to what he was doing, because no matter how many secular stage he's on, he's always preaching, he's always talking to somebody in the background, he's always backstage ministering to somebody. He meets with people and he ministers to people. It may not seem like that to you, but the reason why so many people will go after Stitchy and
yeah,
identify him for as a good friend or someone who speak to them or speak into their life is because you don't see what he's doing. Up to this morning, I had a call from somebody to say, I'm coming to support. Why? Because I got a call one day to say that Lieutenant Stitchy was praying for me, because that person was in an accident. And he got the video of someone videoed Lieutenant Stitchy praying for him.
yeah.
And he said, for that reason, I'm coming out to
I'm
support.
coming.
So
I'm
there are
coming.
people out there who can testify to what Lieutenant Stitchy has done in their life. I, for one, can testify. Working with him over the years, I can testify to what, because I agree and I support him in everything that he does. And even though he's lying down right now, I
Ditto,
am still supporting him. And my intention is to carry on the work that he has been doing
ditto,
and to
ditto,
help to support him.
ditto, ditto. Listen, I can tell you now, right, that in 2013, I hosted Stitchy in the UK for probably about 4 weeks. And during those 4 weeks, we visited so many New Testament churches of God all up and down the country. And I witnessed personally, under his ministry, so many people coming to Christ. You would not believe it.
Yeah.
The amount of people, and when I say some tough, hardback looking gangsters that happened to know that he was at church that day, came to the church and ended up coming to the altar crying. I know the work that God has put through this man's ministry. And listen, if you're a fan of reggae music, Christian or not, you would have known about Lieutenant Stitchy.
Yeah.
All right? Come out in your tens and thousands and support just by buying a ticket. And if you can't make any event, you can still donate. Am I right in saying that, Grace?
Yes, you can still donate. The link will be up as soon as possible. As I said, The current link is attached to a previous event, and we're going to be changing that over to create a new event and another one, and that will be out by Monday. We're working on it, and but you can also contribute, donate to the GoFundMe page. There is a link for the GoFundMe page, which you will also share.
I will put it in the comments for this
In
one.
the
Yeah.
comment, yes, yes. So
Yeah.
that
So just you
GoFundMe
can
link,
click on that.
any other GoFundMe link might not be genuine, but this particular one coming from us is genuine. And we also want to let you know that we're working very closely with the family. We're working closely with Sophia Lang, Stitch's wife, and we're also working with Mr. Ali
Stitch's
Archibald,
manager.
who is
Yeah.
Lieutenant Stitch's manager. They're in the loop. They know exactly what we're doing. We don't do anything without them. We actually communicate with them on a daily or weekly basis. We have
Yep.
weekly meetings, and they are in the mix with everything that is going on. So
Yep.
this is not something that we're taking onto ourselves to do. We are working closely with the family.
I am so excited about this event. I don't know how I can contain myself. It's going to be great. Stitchie Road to Recovery fundraising event up and down the country. Make sure you get your tickets. Grace, for now, thank you so much for being with us, giving us the update. Don't you look sweet? Listen, Grace, you need to do more of these, yeah? I thank you so much. And I really do appreciate the work that you're putting in to make sure that the aid to recovery is something that is met. It's important. So often we take for granted we've got the NHS. All right, we're spoiled in this country, but in America, in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, even if you want a pin, you have to pay for it, right? So
Yes.
this is important, and this is how we support our brother in Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much for
Amen.
having me. And I really do hope that the event will foster a greater generation, a great appreciation, and inspire
Absolutely.
future generations of artists.
My guest on today's program, thank you for the update, Grace Daley. She does a wonderful job. Listen, stay tuned to the channel. Great things happening. G Tracks TV coming real soon. For now, thank you so much for being with us, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.